Clearly something has gone fucking pear-shaped with this. That's brilliant. Give me a second, guys. Keeps freezing up. Oh, there we go. Then, strange. Okay. Tales of Arise. Let's get rid of that. Get it back on. Properties. Is that it? Nope. Remove that. Let's add a new is it display capture? I can't remember, it's so long since I've done this. No, not really. Although that works, doesn't it? Yeah, that works. Okay. Where is it though? Okay, that should do. Don't see why not. Is that all working? Yeah. Okay. Okay, seems like we're all good.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I will have to turn the settings down, seeing as I am streaming. Settings. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Still only hitting 60 FPS there for some reason. Should be way better than that there. It's ever so slightly better, not much in it, but let's go for it.
There she is! Almeidrea!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danny Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in the eggs. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Ringwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of. Nesmold!
He doesn't look very fun to fight.
Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down and it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
Sona!
You're
Take
not
this!
my
Burn!
I'm all
It's
dressed
over!
up!
Sona!
He's dead!
Come on, keep Stardust in. Oh man.
Lunar Crimson! I'm Leaf Third! Lunar Blast!
Prepare to be seen! Stop!
Light Astrolator!
Hi Lolly, how's it going?
In here! Glacial Spear!
Lunar Rogo! Written tear!
Hopefully I won't have to cut short this time. Whoa. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Ooh, shit, we are nearly dead.
Thank you.
Okay.
she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready! Photon blast! Radiant
Here I come! You're finished!
Get into the wind! Let's go!
Stand! Lunar Rondo!
I'll be saving her!
Ready and ready!
Omega
You're
Ray!
mine! You're mine! Lunar Rondo!
This one's mine!
Soda! Burn in hell!
Lightning orb!
Broke the bastard just in time.
I can carve through armor!
By the power of water!
Take this!
Dragon Cannon! Supernova!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Here I come! It's over!
Lunar Corruption!
They're attacking separately! Can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on it. And take out the monster first.
Dragon Swarm!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Take it away!
I am getting my freaking ass kicked here.
Nothing back!
Freeze Laser!
Here I come! Not now, not ever! Not today!
No, this is on PC. It's on like PS5, PS4 and stuff, but it would not run on Switch, unfortunately. I'd love it if it would.
That's bad.
Wits about you people.
Let the marksman hammer fly up! Now I'm in the groove! Laser Spear! Laser Cyclone!
You're finished!
Not on my watch! Freeze Blade!
The winds of judgment blow your way! For impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine!
You'll pay for that!
52 HP left. Uh-oh.
Dragon Swarm!
Shion's down and Law. Shit. Okay, we're back.
Leave the charges to me.
Stay away from my friend!
She is one tough cookie. Jesus.
This should do it!
Her master core.
Not while I'm around, she isn't.
You picked the wrong fight! Here I come! It's over! Big Realm! Lunar Rondo!
I'll never forgive you.
What?
I'll take you down. I'll end you.
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Yes. Now we're talking. Oh, you got some Christmas decorations up. Nice. Oh, what's wrong with your dog? Hope it's okay.
You murdered my mother and father,
Yes. Kill her.
but I'm not like you.
Oh, okay. Hopefully nothing too serious then.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to.
It's not about what you think. or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
What the fuck is that? Ooh.
It's that swordsman again.
She's
Lord
gonna know who he
Volron,
is, yeah.
What brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Stab. Nice.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Nice.
Volron.
Run her through and throw her the fuck overboard.
Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more. Stop right there!
It's not gonna go well.
Think you can cut me down? What?
The mask is off at last. What the hell?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something!
Oh.
Let go of me! Let me go!
Gianna!
Alvin!
Sion!
I feel like they were completely different voice actors for the anime cutscenes.
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign.
Great. Now I have to fight without Shion. And a giant vagina opened up in the middle of the sea. Test subject number 1273. The spirit channeling ceremony will begin shortly. Until then, you are to calm your mind and await further instructions. It basically was, wasn't it, Lolly? Let's cut to the chase here. That's exactly what it was.
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home.
Okay, presume this is a flashback.
Doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
Can't you Dannons figure out where to go on your own? Or are you so stupid you managed to get lost in a tiny place like this? Someone touched the exact right spot, didn't they? Bit salty as well, though, for my liking. You have a job to do, now do it. Return to your position. The maiden will maintain control over things. You just focus on not breaking your concentration while the ceremony is in progress. If you want to see your home again, you'll have to do a good job here, number 1273. To be honest, I was beginning to sweat bullets. If you hadn't worked out, who knows what we would have done. This is the first time we've managed to assemble a sovereign and maiden ready for the ceremony after all. But seeing you make it all the way to today has put my fears to rest. Is this a test subject, ma'am? Wow, it looks just like us. On the outside, maybe. Inside, it's as uncivilized as the rest of them. You haven't forgotten my warning from earlier, I hope. No, ma'am. Touching the test subject, right? Daddy hasn't come home lately, so I decided to come visit him, but they won't let me go any further. It's not fair. I hope he finishes work soon so I can see him. Looking at statistics, a subject's biological sex appears to have almost no bearing on the rate of success or failure. I don't know who got it into their head to start calling you sovereign. At the end of the day, you're nothing more than a test subject. Your only worth lies in your physical aptitude for the task at hand. Your thoughts and feelings are of no concern. A Dannon test subject as our sovereign, eh? I expect you to carry out a function without falling apart like the others, understand? The harvester we deployed on Dana is functioning as intended. It's gathering astral energy and transmitting it to Lenegis. I spent a lot of long days keeping a close eye on things, but soon that work will finally be over and I can get back to my little girl. Another one bites the dust. Remember, number 1273, your only success story. Do not let all our hard work and research go to waste at any cost. Last one, I hope. Oh, it's you, number 1273, or should I say, Sovereign. You don't understand how much time and effort we've invested to create you, as our lone success. We can't risk losing you to injury at this stage.
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
What graphics card do you have, Lolly? Do you know? That's Shion. It's time, Alphen. It's finally happening, huh? Yes, we need to change into our outfits. Then meet in front of the transference device. Once this is all over, you'll finally be able to return home. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm sorry you got dragged into all of this. It's not your fault. Let's just do what we have to do and get this thing over with. Right.
I just wanted to go back. To Dena. To my home.
Alphen.
Iori.
I'll look into that later for you, Lolly. You might be able to do it. Okay. Shit's not gone very well here, has it?
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Iori. No! Wait, please. Wait,
The classic washed up on a beach scene.
What was that?
Every JRPG needs it.
That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion.
This guy's not been able to feel pain for the whole game, and now all of a sudden he can. Now his mask has gone.
Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone?
It's going to hurt him. Oh, it doesn't work without Shion, that's right.
I need to find them. Better start looking.
Is this stream really lagging, Lolly? Or is it not too bad? I might have to turn the settings down a little bit if it is.
Shion. Damn it.
Hey Lee, how's it going, man? I did manage to kick some lordly butt, but now I'm getting my not so lordly butt kicked. Okay, one down.
Megasonic thrust! Eternal devastation! Try harder! Megasonic thrust! Crush! Here I come! Pierce! Raining, try harder! You're mine! Dragon swarm!
Okay, yeah, definitely need to turn my settings down a bit here.
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistlein. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
I wouldn't quite call it luck.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
That is terrible, Lolly. Terrible. This is a family-friendly channel, but not really. Okay. Okay, that hurts, but let's try it like that. Okay, we're not lagging now, are we? That looks perfect. Well, it looks kind of shitty, but... Ooh, no, I don't think I could deal with that. That is too far. Restrict it to 30. No. Definitely not very family friendly, Lee. Let's turn off the anti-aliasing. Filtering low. Nope, your brain is not innocent, Lolly. That is, I can attest to that. How's that? Slightly laggy, I think. I don't think too bad. I think I'm happy with that. That is also a fact, Lee. Although you know I do play Pokemon a lot, that's about as family friendly as you get. Just not so much with me swearing all the way through it. Okay, we can turn some more shit off here. Yeah, it looks okay. Just looks a little bit laggy on my little preview thing. Talking of not family friendly, hey Slimy Cheesecake.
Let's see what you've got.
Dragon Swarm! No further! Double Demon Fangs!
Confiscated!
You're mine!
If it hides,
Dragon
it's
Swarm!
not
Radiant
again!
Light!
Force of regeneration!
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning Orb! More where that came from! Lightning
Allow me to
Descent!
help you.
Dragon Swarm!
Rotating pile driver!
Dragon Swarm!
Well, it's a fucking good job, Lee.
Eat dirt!
I'm on!
It's over!
Thunderblade!
Can you take it? You're mine!
It's over! Double Demon Fangs!
Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
Looks like we won.
Yeah, the children are the worst. Just in general and on Twitch. I see an owl.
Speaking of Thistlein,
I mean, Robert's probably getting pumped on the beach or something, right? Slimy Cheesecake.
pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danon defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince
Kids
them of
just
our
make
good
up their
intentions.
age, lolly, really.
Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah. And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Alphen is a broken man.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now,
Guinness
I believe we should
overflow.
hold off on speculation. Simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Those owl noises, they get me every time. Come on. Where do I have to be for you to work? I can see you clearly. Jesus, what did I ever do to Hamlet? Okay, come on. Ah. Okay, let's try out that eye patch.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Alphen needs that eye patch on. I can't take him. Looking how he's looking. Put some cool shades on him. He looks way better with an eye patch. Okay, we're going with the right eye patch here. That Sin Cleaver blade is fucking cool looking. Yep, that's better.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first.
Go do it, Lolly. Go do it. You won't regret it.
I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
What's Alphen sat on? It looks like he's sat on nothing.
I was
Oh, there is a
abducted
stool
from
there.
Dana.
I'll let him off.
I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to
Hamlet
give you
needs
all
to
that
stay off the
power?
fucking Red Bull.
Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
I mean, when I was at school, I'd have loved to have done that.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true,
I fucking hated
maybe
school.
you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Nayori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of the spirit
Sometimes
channeling
pumps
ceremony?
leak, you
I
know?
don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve.
Yeah, this is
It
my
was what I
favourite
was
game of the
planned.
year. Lolly, definitely.
I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping.
I mean, this is kind of late game spoilers, I guess. If you wanted to play yourself, but hey.
I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. Pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand
Okay,
what all
Lolly.
this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the
I will
shock.
speaks to you later. Thanks for coming.
Kisara.
Cheers to that.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
Have a nice night, Lolly.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight.
Alphen is
This is
fucked.
Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready.
Knowing
Okay,
you will
everyone?
die here, knowing there is no way out. I don't know the reference, Slimy
Take
Cheesecake.
some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, You're not alone, Alphen.
You'll have to enlighten me on that one.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
That ass on Kisara, man.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Okay, so can I fast travel? Nope. I could never shoot Hamlet, he's just too cute. I've had to survive a lot of death around me to get to where I am now, both as a slave and on my way to this place. All I want now is to live the rest of my days in peace and quiet, so please don't cause any trouble while you're here. Where the hell are we? I see all kinds of trees around here I don't recognise. Is there any hope for us ever getting back to Mahag-Saar? Please, just lay some eggs already. I want to eat something other than fish for once in my life. We get by here mostly on fishing and what few fields we're able to cultivate in the village. Sometimes we hunt and forage for fruits in the forest too, but that's a risky proposition, so we can't afford to go there as much as we'd like. If you make it through Shinefall Woods and then go past Orion Falls, you can see Pelagian out in the distance. Although just thinking about seeing that castle sends shivers down my spine. It's not exactly a trip I recommend taking personally. Once you escape Pelagian, you have to cross through marshlands, waterfalls and forests before finally ending up here. The only thing left after that is ocean. There's nowhere else left to run, so if the Renans ever find us, we'll be in real trouble. This harvest looks like it's growing nice and healthy. This is going to taste great once they're ready to be eaten. Hamlet shouldn't do that, he will get juice all over him. Don't just take food without asking. Our crops are a vital resource that have to be shared with everyone here. Whoa, I clipped through a horse. That's a very red horse. I've never met any Dahnans before that didn't originally escape from Pelagian. You're not gonna rat us out to the Renner, are you? Just making sure. Are you one of the refugees from Pelagian? If so, I need to warn you about something. Our village is secret. For everyone's safety, don't do anything that could attract any Renan attention, alright? It's extremely important. Good, I don't see anything here that's spoiling or poisonous. It's important that we inspect everything we eat here carefully. There are no doctors or medicine here, so one wrong move and we'd be in trouble. Now. I knew that was going to end with Hamlet getting juice on him. Seems like there's been a big shipwreck. People and things keep washing up with the tide lately. After that nasty shipwreck, I'm surprised I'm still alive. The coastline up ahead is swarming with Zeugles. I won't stop from going out, but don't bring any of them back to the village.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying?
You are wrong there, Slimy Cheesecake.
I'm saying you don't have to be a
Hamlet
white
is
knight
the
in shining
greatest
armor.
Nintendo character ever created.
Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him.
And he builds
for
the best
Dohalim,
sandcastles.
when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting. To strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, Why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
I would sacrifice Robert any day. Any day.
From the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
I see something shiny. Come on, let me jump over that. Beef. Who puts beef in a treasure chest? Seems like a really strange thing to do. I tried looking everywhere for him, but I can't find Mahavar. Damn it. Why just be the only one to have gone down with the ship?
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Xion and the pain bringing you down.
Nope, never
I
sacrifice the
didn't realize you were
hamster.
lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or 2 ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Xion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Little Hootle there.
Yeah.
He's probably
All
cuter
this
than
time
Hamlet
I was
even.
suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Any treasures? Anyone putting any beef in some treasure chests up here? Ooh. It's a rather pretty view.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes.
Do it,
Now,
Law.
I'm gonna ask you this
Do
once
it.
and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
Can we suicide jump down? Whee! Oh man. Dang it. Back in a sec, guys. Need to take a quick pee. Um... Okay, what the fuck have I just fucked up there? It's better. Thank you, Lee. That sword is freaking cool.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
Of course he can fight. Come on, Alphen.
I'm up for it.
Yes.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Bumbling fighter extraordinaire. That's a backhanded compliment, isn't it? Not actually got that much SP. Let's go for the KO prevention.
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Get inside, hurry. We're done for, everyone's gonna die. Why are the Zeugles here all of a sudden? Why now? The Zeugles are coming. Did the Renner family sniff this village out? We have nowhere else to go. This village is all we have. This village doesn't stand a chance. We don't even have weapons to defend ourselves. Or boats for that matter. We're just going to have to jump in the ocean and pray for the best. Nope. I feel like I probably should have saved there.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no Zeugle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
are those arms even natural?
It's armor too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
I'll smash you! I'm just getting started!
Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm! Take this! It's over! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Dragon Swarm!
Going in!
It's on! You're mine! It's over! Try harder!
Damn it, walked straight into that attack.
Dragon Swarm! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
That's not the end of it, is it? There's more coming.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bones with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Voron, and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers,
Pelegion,
there's a
that's how you
huge
say
cliff
it.
separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there. By the way, how is Mahavar doing?
He's missing.
Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistleum was founded by Danan's fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was? They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon.
Wow, lots of skits today.
Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Xion?
Of course not. Shion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Xion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved.
She did.
But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Okay.
You people know how to fight Zeugles, yeah? Because I've got a big favour to ask. You do indeed appear to be in dire straits. I could have sworn we already wiped out all the Zeugles that were trying to get into this village, though. Oh, you did. These Zeugles aren't trying to attack us, they're stealing our fish. Your fish? Yeah, these ape Zeugles. They've got huge arms which are used to smash the surface of the water and create these big shock waves. They do that to stun the fish, which makes them float to the surface and right for the taking.
Damn it.
Somehow they learned how to do that recently, and they've gotten damn good at it, because it's making the rest of us go hungry. And that's quite the pickle you're in.
What?
Damn straight it is. It ain't like these fish grow on trees. That sort of fishing ain't good for our waters.
Is that so?
Oh, so that's your point of contention. The manner in which they fish, not the actual fishing part. You guys are the only ones that have what it takes to drive the crazy monkeys out. And we count on you to help.
Okay.
Absolutely. We'll sort out these fishy fishing Zeugles once and for all. I couldn't have put it better myself. As a fisher herself, this case has gotten her quite fired up, as you can see.
Great job.
That's mighty kind of you to help us out, ma'am. Sorry to lay this on your feet, but we greatly appreciate it.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
What's in this place then? This village was founded by survivors who fled the regime in Pelegion. They left in search of a better life away from the repressive rule of the Renner and ultimately settled upon here. It's been years since any more deserters have arrived from there, however. I'm not even sure how long at this point. What could have happened there that stopped the flow of people, I wonder? Are you outsiders? I've never seen anyone who's not from this realm before. Yeah, our grandpa told us never to talk to guys like you because you're scary and mean. One of the reasons why this is the perfect place to hide is because the mountains surround it here. They shield us from the Renner's eyes. Got anything good? More armor. Not that good armor though. $4,500. Let's see what we can do weapons wise. Okay, so we need some ice stones, is what this is telling me.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Okay, I definitely want that. Whoa. Okay, can afford one more. That is better. Yeah. Okay.
You can.
I forgot to sell. Okay, we can afford it all then. Perfect.
Never be too prepared. Did we have to spend so much? Let's go for more dropped items. Yeah.
That was nothing.
Okay, yeah, that must be where we started out. Yeah, it was. I don't know what we'd have done without you, Outlanders. I owe you all my life. A heartfelt thank you. When I think about what would have happened if the Zeugles made it into the village, it sends chills down my spine. From the bottom of my heart, thank you all for stopping them. You people must all be incredibly strong if you're able to fight off an entire herd of Zeugles. I mean, there was only 4. Is that really a herd?
trouble around here.
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
I just had a fast travel point. It did. To where? There, okay. Let's go to the Owl Forest then. Why can't I go there? What the fuck? Oh man. Okay, so there's not really an incorrect way. Let's fight these guys and then go to the left.
That's far enough!
Dragon Swarm! Hook shot! Ready and more! Dragon Swarm! Hurricane!
Take that!
I'll take out the legs with my shield.
More
You're finished! Start up!
Come on, finish it off.
in here!
Oh shit.
Charge my stack.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
It doesn't seem like a very big map actually.
There it is. That's our target.
Let's try out some fishing. It's been a while.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one.
Right.
Reel it in. Good fishers always keep their cool.
Oh man. Screwed that right up.
Ha!
Okay, who's first? Come on.
There we go.
Ah, shit.
Anybody could reel in that.
Nice, you caught it!
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
Little help!
Terrapin fists.
Can't get out of this!
Raging cascade!
This one's mine!
I'll be safe! Lightning condemned! Thunderblade! I can do this all day!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm! Dazzle!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia Pride.
No backing down! Dragon Swarm! This one's mine! Now you see what I can do! Double Demon Fang! Eat dirt!
Wait, natural energy! This one's
Dragon
they
Swarm!
rescue! You gotta jump for cover, okay?
Tiger Blade! Make it rain! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
So dramatic, lore.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
I'll do
Do
my
you require
best!
a hand?
Right! Dragon Swarm!
Hey, drinking more!
Take this! It's over! Swallow away! I'm on!
Lightning raging
You're not! Blow away! Dragon Swarm! Here I come!
A little bit early then.
Ripping hands off! Here I come! You picked the wrong fight!
Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
There's always room for improvement.
Out of my way!
Dragon Swarm!
On guard!
How dare you!
This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm! Come on!
This one's mine! Tiger Blade! I'll stop it!
Don't leave! In an instant! Impact Block! Not a chance!
Crescent Moon!
Here I come! It's
Tiger
over!
Blade!
Double Demon Fang!
Make it rain!
Dragon Swarm!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Lightning
Not a chance! I'm not done! First strike! Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
And I'll stop your life.
Looks like we won.
Right, here goes!
Lots of wild freaking boar around here.
Armor won't save you! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Yeah, I'll stop your movement!
And I'll
And
stop your life.
Not a chance! Dragon Swarm!
Ready to go!
Watch this!
Raging
Double Demon
cascade!
Fang!
Roll reveal!
You made me angry! That was a bad idea!
Dragon Swarm!
Flaming meteor!
Double Demon Fang! Take this!
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I'm
I can
doing in
feel
this
my
game.
power grow.
What's this thing?
Nice.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
I'll do my best!
Double Demon Fang!
This one's mine!
Strike!
In here!
Dragon Swarm!
Hey, I've heard worse catchphrases, Lee.
Can't get out of this!
Button mashing is pretty fun. I mean, it's got me through this far in this game.
Looks like we got them all. Do my best.
Dragon Swarm!
Far enough.
Here I come! Ready and ready! It's over! Come and get it! I can carve through armor! Watch out! Here! Eternal devastation! Blow away! Take this!
Going in.
Eat this! It's over!
Thunder field.
Going in! Enough! Try harder!
Eagle fly.
Dragon Swarm!
Hurricane.
It's on!
Here.
Do it!
I'll be saving this one. I'm ready for the next battle.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Zeugles aren't the only thing you have to watch out for. Mother Dana can be just as cruel too. I'll do whatever I can to help though. Oh man, not gonna have quite enough, but can we sell a bass? Okay, bye. Let's go for it. Ooh. Oh man, I haven't got any freaking money, have I?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Well overdue rest already.
Sleeping on the ground beneath the heavens like this? Why, it's hard to complain.
This is perfect! I'll have everybody's mouths watering when they see this.
Rinwell or Dohalim? Rinwell it is. It's gotta be.
We chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did. Just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense though. I mean, it was Astral Arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. And fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah. Night, everyone.
Night, Rinwell.
I want to go back to bed.
Wasn't there an owl here somewhere? Let's see if we can find that shit.
Gotta break through. Dragon, it's time. This one's mine. I'll tear you apart. Dragon Swarm. Tiger Blade. I'm on it. Double Demon Fang. I'll tear you apart. Rain Slash. My turn. You're mine. Dragon Swarm. Big Blade. Now.
Frozen.
Hammer.
When I actually want to play well, I can do fairly decently. Didn't even get hit there, see? I'm just lazy most of the time. Button mashing's more fun.
I feel sprightlier than before.
I think this fog is causing some laggage.
It's on. Dragon Swarm. Try harder. Take this. Double Demon Fang. Raining Slash. Eternal Devastation. Dragon Swarm. Here I come.
A comfortable win.
Button mashing for days. Okay, these guys are like trouble. I don't have Shion anymore. Okay.
Dragon Swarm. Double Demon Fang.
Going in.
Blow away. You're finished. Dragon Shout.
They may look cute and stuff, but they're big.
Rip and tear. I'll finish you here and now. Dragon Swarm.
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out there.
And miss all the fun. No way.
We did it! Not a chance.
Here goes.
You're finished. Devastation.
Go away. Now.
You're small. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Don't get careless.
Nicely done, boys. Ooh, the owl is here somewhere. Where is it? Let's get rid of these enemies first. Ooh, he's got a deep voice, that owl. Ooh, wow, we've lost some frames per second here. What the fuck?
You picked the wrong fight. You're mine. It's over. Dragon Swarm. Dragon Swarm.
Looks like we got them all.
Right, where's that owl? Ah, I see it up there.
Ho, ho, ho.
I might have to be high up for that. Another eye patch or something. Whoa. Oh shit, I fell down. That is some bullshit. Right, let's take our time a bit more now.
Ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho.
Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Oh man. We can't go there though, can we yet? What's down
All we
here?
have to do is get rid of that thing, right? It's on!
Dragon Swarm.
Swallow there!
Double Demon Blade. Ready to blast.
Make it rain! Goodwill! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
My turn.
This one's mine!
Lunarongo. Stardust.
Keep it in the air. Come on. That's it. Perfect.
Impact Block.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
What does red lavender give us then? Greatly raises attack. Well, it's got to be for Alphen, hasn't it?
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
Well, it's a good job there's a freaking campfire just here then, isn't it? And how did that guy get right there?
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you a million times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shion. I know we will.
Let's have... Tofu's a bit hard to come by, though. That's probably not a bad thing.
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art.
Sound glitch.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my
People's face
incantations.
there.
I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait,
Doubt it.
you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false. Thunderblade!
Ah! What are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh, it's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
These two have got
Yeah.
a proper romance blossom
Not all
in
of us
here.
have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
Right, I am going to call it a day there. Thank you very much for joining me, Lee, and anyone else who may be watching. I appreciate it. Did I just save then, didn't I? Yeah. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will catch you soon. Thanks, man.